Namaste, friends. Today I'm going to do our spiritual sapience reading, and I just wanted to show my little moon night light there. Just kind of, I actually been sitting on this table for quite a while, and it's just the weirdest thing. I have a little fairy garden, and I have some fairy lights, and they were on today, and I didn't turn them on. And then when I came upstairs to do my tarot reading, my little moonlight was on, and I didn't turn it on either. So just thought I'd share that with you. It's kind of this nice little glow. So I'm going to keep that right there. But let's get set up. Can't do tarot in the dark or you wouldn't be able to see. But I will keep it kind of dark. We'll see how this goes. But this is our spiritual sapience reading, and so I will be using the Lost Tarot of Nostradamus. I am Elle, and this is Sacred Union Tarot, and we do a daily spiritual sapience reading to give us some insight, clarity, deeper understanding, wisdom, guidance from the divine. So we're going to try this reading in a subdued light. And I haven't done it this way before, and it just kind of seemed what we were going to do. So, do some cleansing. Make sure you take some deep cleansing breaths. Ground your energy. Grounding is definitely, but look for lights. Lights have been flickering a lot. Like I said, my fairy lights in my little fairy garden were on all of a sudden, and bright. They were on bright, and they're just little tiny lights, but they were illuminated, and which is funny because we haven't touched that switch for a while. And then when I came upstairs, this light was on. So just kind of, I don't know if it's a message for you or something, but anyway, so we're going to just do a little light. This is the Rumi deck. I love this deck. I may have to turn on the light when I have to read. So we're going to get started. I'll pull a Rumi card and then we'll do a little reading, just to kind of give clarity to what the card says. And we're just about to get a storm, so I want to get this reading videotaped before the storm arrives. Pull it in. Too much. How about that? Just in case I lose power. So let's get started. Sacred Convergence. This is one of my favorite cards. This is the 11 card. Sacred Convergence. You see it without the glare. I know that's awful. So this is about the twin energies. I always love this card. This is about coming together. And I'll just read briefly, if I can. I will have to turn on a light. Sacred convergence indicates the coming together of souls in alignment with a greater cause. This greater cause is both personal and impersonal. There is an aspect of joining together for a common purpose, although that purpose may not be immediately obvious at a level of day-to-day consciousness. That common soul purpose may be to lift each other into greater love and self-belief, to shed fear and to open the heart, filling each individual soul with more holy fire for its personal passionate purpose. You'll have a sense when this process is happening. There will be a coming together of you with like-minded souls who hail from all walks of life, and yet together, through some invisible genius, you will help each other. The trickle-down effect in your personal life will be felt too. You'll have more energy after spending time with these people, even if you don't interact very much on a personal level beyond being in the same space. You'll feel empowered to step forward on your path and love yourself with less conditions. You'll become freer to shed your fears, let go of relationships based in fear and judgment, and open up to those more loving, responsive, and inspiring to continue on your personal journey in increasingly profound ways. This oracle comes to you because you are part of a greater sacred convergence happening now. So this is your sacred convergence. And it is absolutely describes the twin flame journey. Absolutely. I'm going to shuffle again. Can you see better? This is the 11 card. This is the Page of Cups. Somebody innocently coming to you with possibly a very small message, or a message, an emotional message, or this is an emotional message coming to you from Spirit. I don't know if you can see the, let's see if I can zoom in on that. That incense burner, the waterfall, it's absolutely relaxing. Mesmerizing. Let you watch that while I pull the rest of the cards, and then we'll talk about them. Oh, I hear the wind picking up. This is the Four of Stars. Stars are the swords. So this is some quiet healing. The storm has arrived. Actually, this goes here. Four of Swords, rejuvenating. Hope you enjoyed that little relaxing. There we go, a little closer. All right. Okay, so we have the 11 card, the Sacred Convergence, and that is the coming together. And the way I interpret that is, this is you coming together with your twin flame energies. Whether you are in union with your twin, you're definitely in the twin flame energy. And then we have another 11 card, and it's called a neophyte, but this is the Page of Cups, and underneath we have the Two of Swords. We have the Four of Swords, which together are the Six of Swords, and then we have the Five of Cups. Okay, and then crossing in the center is the Tower card, the number 16 Tower. And this is called the Burning Tower. And the way I read these energies is that you have from, and I'm just going to say it's probably from your twin flame, that we have both 11s here, that there's going to be a message, a small message of kind of emotional. It's not going to be like a really deep, you know, probably not what you would consider, what you're expecting is this deep, romantic, emotional turbulence, that they're in this epiphany emotionally and they're trying to make a decision. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be very simple and sweet and what you're going to consider superficial. And at first you're going to be disappointed, but that's a choice that you make, because you need to see this from more of a, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of something. It's going to ignite this relationship, this connection. This little gesture is going to ignite this connection in such a profound way. Here we have the Four of Swords. You're going to take some time before you react. Take some time, weigh out what was said, and even though at first you may feel disappointed, you're step back and take the gesture as it's meant, without the expectation of having something more grand come your way. Just something simple, because it's the first step. And, you know, make that decision to see it as a gesture of goodwill, of connection, of it's generosity is what I'm hearing, of sweet. This person is very afraid to open their heart. Number one, they feel the intensity of this connection. Look at the intensity. That's intensity. However, they're terrified. I mean, they're terrified. This is way, way overwhelming. It is definitely deconstructing their belief system. And they're terrified, but they feel pulled. And what they want to do is just kind of dip their toe in the water of this emotional connection, because they're, you know, it's unsettling. And inside, they feel this roaring passion, but they can't express that. So it's going to be a very sweet gesture, but know that the roaring passion is there, that this intense connection, you know, this is igniting this. It's kind of like what I'm seeing is igniting the fuse. So step away, take some quiet time. Don't, you know, don't react in disappointment. You know, be grateful. Don't feel as though, you know, it's not what you expected, so, you know, shame on them. You know, this is the Six of Swords together, so this is something that you want to handle in such a way that you both can move forward in this connection and be successful. And then we have which is the Seven of Pentacles. This is going to take some time. You need patience here. And we want to make sure that we're not kind of jumping off the, you know, I want him to bring him, the masculine, could be a feminine. It's energy, not gender. But you feel as though you are expecting this grandiose effort of romantic love, and it doesn't come out that way. And so don't be disappointed. You're going to need to have patience, especially with this person who might just have discovered this connection. I also underneath saw the Three of Pentacles working together, and then together these are the Ten of Pentacles. In order to make this a sustainable union, you're going to have patience and work together for this long-term commitment, the Ten of Pentacles. And underneath that, I see the, this is the Hierophant card, or I'm sorry, the Four of Moons. The Four of Moons being the Four of Cups. And then beneath that is the Queen of Cups. and the Hierophant. I knew he was going to be here. I had a feeling. And then the World. Okay. And then another 11 card. So, okay, we're going to stop taking cards, but it was just telling a story. All right, so in order to make this a sustainable union, you need to be in this, you know, be willing to have patience and work together with your counterpart in order to make a sustainable, long-term commitment to each other. But also, you want to be in, this is the Four of Cups, you want to be not necessarily over-eager to elicit this kind of really romantic response from them. This is the Queen of Cups. You want to be in your very self-loving, like the card said, you're going to open up to more self-love in that energy. And then we have the Hierophant, which is the Divine Masculine card for me, and then the completed, the World card. So this is going to, this has closed out an old cycle has closed out, and he is now waking up to his connection. And with this Tower, he is on fire. He is passionate. He feels the intensity of this connection, and so he's kind of waking up into his spiritual self. And then we have another 11 card. This is the Page of Pentacles. So this is going to be something that is very 3D, tangible, something that he wants to work on with you. So I'm going to leave it there because I pulled way more cards and took a lot more time than I anticipated. But I think there was a clear message there. Sacred convergence. And keep that in mind when this occurs so that you don't elicit a disappointment reaction. I hope that helps. I'll see you tomorrow.